today with G4RCH0MPR4GEQuit. It was a pretty good battle. I think I won because of hacks, but not too much hacks, so let's get this battle started. If you saw in the thumbnail, he's using a sunny day team, while I'm using a standard regular 5th generation team. He leads off with Ninetales as expected of a sunny day team, since Ninetales now has Drought, and I lead off with Shandera, so I can sponge any fire moves he wants to hit me with. He goes for the Hypnosis and misses, while I go for the Shadow Ball and crits him. So this first part of the match kind of got a bunch of hacks, and I'm kind of sorry for that. And it once started really bad because I hate hacks. So he switches into his Blue Ranger, which is his Cresselia, and I guess he misclicked because not saying that I have the Shadow Ball. But I switch out because I want to set up my rocks, and I go into my Swampert here, and as he switches out himself and goes to his Blaziken. The Blaziken's signature Russell. He goes for the high jump kick, which is expected of Blaziken since Blazikens get high jump kick in this generation. I go for the Stealth Rock because I am a Swampert, and after he gets his speed boost after my leftovers, and that makes so that sees that I'm faster, but now he's faster, I guess, because I thought I saw I got leftovers first. He goes for the Stone Edge. I'm thinking might not wanting to risk missing his high jump kick. I go for the Scald and trying to do residual damage on him. However, Scald in a Sun won't do that much because Sun lowers water moves base power by a bit. So I think he goes for the. I think he either switches out or stays in. Yeah, he switches out into his 808 state, which is Venusaur, and I just went for a Scald, not trying to overpredict or anything, even though I saw his team. I usually don't remember anybody's team since I have that much of a bad memory, so yeah. Go for the Scald, he times 2 resisted, looks like a 6-hit KO, I think. That's just from my head. So I should have switched out here, but I stayed in. He goes for the Elite Store. He gets a crit, which I don't think really matters since I don't have that many Spec D EVs in myself. I only have HP and a bit of defense, and only a bit of special defense. My Swampert faints, and I switch out into my Shaman because I have the Hidden Power Fire, and I can sponge the grass moves nicely. I know he's probably carrying the Sludge Bomb, but I know I can take them pretty well since I am a special defensive tank. I go for the Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire in the Sun, no Life Orb, non-stab, will still do a lot. Knocks him down to yellow HP. So I know I can 2-hit KO him with another Hidden Power Fire, or probably an Earth Power if he wants to switch out and save his Venusaur for later. But I just end up going for the Hidden Power Fire. He just goes for the Sludge Bomb. I know I'll live it, and that has my already HP and poisons me, but I don't really care because I have the natural cure ability. Go for the Hidden Power Fire, and that will knock him out. So by Venusaur. I don't get why it's named 808 State. Anyone can explain that to me? Seriously? Okay. So he goes out, I could poison. He goes out into his Latios. I'm guessing a Specs or Scarf Latios. I was hoping it would be Specs since I could come in with my Revenge Killer and outspeed since I am Scarfed. Goes for the Hidden Power. I'm thinking Hidden Power Ice. Then again, he has a Dragon type, so it's probably Hidden Power Fire. My bad. Or he just randomly has Hidden Power Bug or Poison or some weird ass reason. I go into my Revenge Killing Archeops, which I don't see anymore because of its ability Defeatist, which makes it so that when its HP is below half, then its attack lowers. I go for the Dragon Claw since Archeops can learn that, and it's super effective against Latios and probably will take it out. So I switch out, predicting the Psychic, and go into my Zuruzukin, which can which it can take it really nicely since I'm resistant to it. But he goes for the Ice Beam, which is expected of a Cresselia. So I kind of get a bit of a Zukin sweep off here since he stayed in too long and I Dragon Danced up too much for him. So I go for one Dragon Dance and I'm +1 in attack and +1 speed. I do not have the Moxie because I don't want to carry around a Lumberry all the time. So I have the Shed Skin because I want to cure those burns, want to cure that poison, want to cure those status conditions because I do not want this thing to get crippled. Besides, I do not want to horse shit up. So he switches out now that he has his Reflect up. And he goes out into his Latios, which I'm thinking if he was Specs or Scarfed, he's going to get outspeed either way, because I went for another Dragon Dance. So this thing is so fucking gangsta. Look at that. Okay. So I know this thing's part Psychic type, so I can hit it with a super effective Crunch. And this +2 stab Crunch actually kills it off. So that's good for me because this thing is actually my Garchomp, Salamence, and Latios counter. So is my Arceus since it has the Dragon Claw. He goes out into his Blaziken, hoping maybe he would outspeed or he could live a move, or maybe hoping that the Stone Edge would miss, but no, that doesn't happen. So I go for the Stone Edge, +2 Stone Edge at crit. I don't think that mattered since I'm jolly, not adamant, because I want this thing to make as much speed as possible. He goes into his Sawsbuck, which is his Jika, I don't know. He goes for the return, which actually outspeeds me. I'm not actually surprised though, because this thing's speed is kind of bad. This thing's more of a tankish. He goes for the return, does nothing to me. Does about one. That does literally 1 HP. Go for the Crunch, and his Reflect is now worn off. He goes for the Toxic, which doesn't really matter because I have the Shed Skin ability. And now that his Reflect is down, I can easily kill off most of his Pokemon. So go for the Crunch, kill this thing off, and I seriously don't want this to be a Zukin sweep. So I get my Shed Skin off. He goes into his Cresselia, which I think is his last Pokemon actually. And I do not want this to be a Zukin sweep, so I switch out, go into something else, just to take this thing out, go into my Scarfed Archeops. Goes for the Calm Mind, which I actually don't know why he would do that, considering he's going to probably die with 1 +2 Crunch. But I think I go for the I go for the Stone Edge, because I did not want a Zukin sweep, and I actually wanted him to kill off one of my pokes, so that the score would be actually nice enough for me to upload. Almost kills me with this Ice Beam, and I know Stone Edge is not going to do shit now because my HP is down too low. So I go for the Stone Edge, and I think I missed. And he goes for the Ice Beam, and it hits, and yeah. Alright, so I come in with Zuzu, I think I finished him off with like 2 crunches, and that's going to be good game guard chat. I had a lot of fun in this match. Got to test out a lot of new pokes, and that was a fun match, and I hope to have a rematch with you again. So, good game after this.